Hi Taurus, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your, let me start again. Thank you for joining me, Taurus. Okay, so we're doing a bi-weekly reading today. We're doing 1st to the 15th of April 2019. Thank you and welcome one and all. So for your reading, guys, we are using as your sort of the card that you need to focus on for those 2 weeks, for the first 2 weeks of April. We're using the Midway Tarot. So this is a new deck. I've been saying on all the videos, I was watching a really good reader. I can't remember what she's called, but she's you don't see her face, you just see kind of the card. She's really good. I really like her a lot. But she does a lot of kind of Meghan and Harry readings, celebrity readings, really, really good. And I noticed that she had this deck and I thought, oh, let me check that out. So I went to another channel, a really good tarot card reviewer channel, and I looked at it and I thought, this is the one for me. So I ordered it yesterday and it came today. So this is brilliant. We're only going to have one card from here to ask the universe what it is you need to focus on for the first 2 weeks in April. The second cards that we're going to use are the Enchantment Tarot to fill in the story, the Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Padding, which I love, as you know. We're also going to use, this is a relatively new deck. I bought a lot of new decks lately. Wheel of the Year Tarot, probably about 6-7 weeks old. This one is with me. Brilliant. And we're only just going to get 5 cards from here just to see if there's any additional information the universe wants you to know. Tea Leaf Fortune cards that are usually used by Ray Hepburn to see if there's anything else that the universe wants you to know through those cards as well. And we are going to Angels and Ancestors is going to be your spiritual advice at the end of the reading, okay? And that's by Cole Gray, who is, in my eyes, just phenomenal. I used to really love the Doreen Virtue cards, but since I found him, I can't use any other cards of that ilk. He's just brilliant. So let's have a look and see what the energy is. What is the energy, universe? What is the energy that you want Taurus to focus on for the next 2 weeks, the 1st to the 15th of April? What is the energy that you want Taurus to focus on between the 1st and the 15th of April 2019? What, in one card, what is the energy that you want them to focus on for the first 2 weeks of April? Show me. Okay, so let's have a look. You need to focus on death. All right, so this is like just change and transformation. You need anything that's not serving you, Taurus, needs to go, all right, with the death energy. And it does need to go because that's what death is. Death is the, you know, everything has a season, okay? Everything has a season in life. And, you know, obviously what generally happens is that, you know, we start something, we're born and then we die. It's the natural cycle of life. You know, everything is started and then it goes. Everything is built and then, you know, buildings stand for years and years, but even they need some form of kind of resurrection and rejuvenation. And, you know, buildings that were on Earth thousands of years ago are no longer on Earth now, you know. Everything has a season. So the focus is about the changing of the seasons. The focus is on things that no longer serve you, Taurus, with the death energy. The focus for the first 2 weeks in April needs to be on irrevocable change. Death is the door being closed shut, and that's it, and it's new beginning. So you need to focus on death, rebirth. You need to focus on endings and bringing in those new beginnings with the death energy showing here, okay? So perhaps if your relationship isn't working out and it hasn't been working out for the last God knows how many years or months, maybe you need to focus on kind of ending that. Maybe if you're in a job that you don't like and you've been kind of really finding it tough to kind of concentrate and stay there and feel happy, maybe you need to focus on kind of finding another job or finding a job in a different department or something. Death is the irrevocable change card within the tarot. There's so many cards that reference changes anyway. There's, to be honest with you, Wheel of Fortune, World, Judgment energy showing up there, you know, 8 of Wands, you know, all the 5 of Cups, 8 of Cups. Though 8 of Cups, 5 of Cups can be temporary measures, you know, there's still cards that reference changes. 3 of Swords, endings, 10 of Swords, endings, all the 10s, completion. There's so many of these change and completion cards within the tarot. Sometimes when people look at death, they think, oh my God, it's death. It's like, but you know, it's irrevocable change. With the pips, you can always kind of return to something. If that card turns at reverse, so you're returning to something. But really the focus needs to be on, you know, it's not so much a personal transformation because you're not a Scorpio, but it's more about transforming the things around you in the next sort of 2 weeks, Taurus. Let's have a look at what the energies are behind this energy. So in the past, You know, right now it's saying focus on making those big changes going forward, Taurus, okay? Because in the past, for some of you guys, you had the world, and that's another card here. There was an ending of a phase. I think that you learned a lesson here. You'd learned all that you had to learn with this world energy. And I also feel that some of you guys in the past came to a place of maturity. I think that you came to a place with the world energy of a form of understanding, because the world means to become mature and to understand. The Seven of Cups energy just flipped out there. So there were choices to be made. And I feel that you understood with the world energy. You came to a place where you really understood with this Seven of Cups energy that there were choices that you needed to make. But not only choices, that for some of you guys, it might be that you had been living a lie. The Seven of Cups means to live in a daydream, live in an illusion. So some of you guys, it might be that you became to a place of awareness with the world energy, that maybe for some of you guys there were choices now that needed to be made. Maybe you guys have been living a lie. Maybe there was an illusion that you've been living for so long, you know. Sorry about that, the things going off. And I feel that this, let's have a look. Yeah, that's right. And I feel, you know, the Four of Swords, this is now time to take action. Four of Swords reverse, time to take action. So you guys, I think in the past, Taurus, realised with the world energy, you came to a place of realization with the world. There was suddenly a dawning of reality. Suddenly, because the world means also to mature and to look down from a place of maturity and experience and knowledge. And that's what you guys were doing in the past, that you had to make a few choices with the Seven of Cups. And with some of you guys, it wasn't just about those choices that you needed to make. The awareness wasn't just about that with the world energy, but the awareness was that also you'd been living a lie probably. Perhaps you'd been living in a land of fantasy where all you did was daydream and think of certain things, but you took no action. And now with the Four of Swords in the reverse, it's time to take action with the Four of Swords energy. It's time, the time of kind of just sitting back and expecting the world to happen is now no longer there. Now it's time to actually take some action with that Four of Swords in the reverse for some of you guys, Taurus. Now, going forward, the thought process concerning this for some of you Taurians into the first 2 weeks of April is going to be on the Four of Wands. So I feel that the thought process is about kind of, you know, when you get a Four of Wands, the idea starts with the world. Okay, so we see here in your past, you've developed this kind of, you've come to a place of maturity with the world. You've developed a higher knowledge with the world energy that you now kind of, some of you guys have been living in a fantasy world with the Seven of Cups. Some of you guys have got choices to make now, and you really need to bloody hurry up and do it because you've got to take action. But this Four of Wands started off with the world energy showing here. And I'll show you what I mean, because the world means that you come to a place of maturity, and when you get it, when you get that aha moment with the world energy, suddenly you become a woman, or suddenly you become a man. Do you know what I mean? Suddenly you're like, oh yeah, I get it now. Now I feel like a grown up. Now I don't feel like a child anymore, because the Seven of Cups really is the fantasy world. So it's a time to put away childish things. And some of you guys realise that, I think. And I think that with this Four of Wands, the Four started off with the Ace. Okay, so the Ace of Wands was the idea. The Two of Wands was how you planned it. The Three of Wands was where you were putting it in motion. And the Four of Wands was how you were going to maintain it and build it from there. And you guys, you started off from this place of knowledge of the world energy. And from there, you kind of jumped off the world. And you started this cycle whereby you said, I have all of the big ideas here now because I've been living this fantasy world, and now it's time to take action. And right from that point of taking action through the idea of the world energy, you guys jumped straight into the Four of Wands, where there was a need. The focus now going into the next 2 weeks is, how do we build on this? How do we build on the foundation of the world? Because it's funny, because when I show you the cards, when I downturn the video onto the cards, you'll see that the world is actually the foundation of the Four of Wands. So how do I build that foundation now? Because the foundation is on the world. The foundation is your knowledge, in which you're thinking now, right, how am I going to build on this knowledge, really, with the Four of Wands energy showing here? Because I'm afraid with the Fool energy in the reverse, some of you guys are afraid to take this leap of faith. So really, the foundation is the knowledge of the world. And how do I build that with the Four of Wands going forward? How do I build on what I know now? Because there's an old saying, isn't there, Taurus, when you know better, you do better. So for some of you guys as well, how do I build on the knowledge of the world, of the Four? How do I build on the knowledge I now know with this Four of Wands energy here? Because I'm afraid with this fall in the reverse to move forward. I'm afraid to take risks with this fall, because some of you guys have been sheltered from this. Some of you guys have been living in kind of like a paradise. I don't mean a paradise. Some of you guys have it really hard, but some of you guys have been living, when I say a paradise, it's like a child's world, you know. Some of you guys been afraid to step outside those gates, you know, and that's why you've got that fall in the reverse. You're afraid to take risks and you're afraid to take control. With the Queen of Wands energy showing there, you're afraid to go out there and be independent and run the show on your own with the Queen of Wands energy. You're afraid to kind of put yourself out there. Remember, she's getting recognition from the photographers. So you guys are really afraid to kind of take control and put yourself out there, because you've been, I feel, sheltered for such a long time here, Taurus. And the universe is saying going forward, the advice from the universe is, you know, going forward with this, Taurus, is to, well, there you go, the Knight of Wands. You just have to make a choice and you have to move forward with the Knight of Wands. You've just got to kind of attack this with, you know, fake it until you make it, with confidence with the Knight of Wands. You've just got to move ahead with that Knight of Wands energy, you know, because you've got a passion here, and you've got to allow with that Knight of Wands energy, Taurus, I think this passion really to drive you forward with that Knight of Wands energy. You know, the High Priestess is your intuition. So you need to allow your intuition with the High Priestess to drive you, to drive that passion, because your intuition is telling you it's time to take action now. That's what it is. Your intuition is very much connected with the higher belief system, the higher kind of concepts that you have now. The higher type of learning, the higher type of ideas that you have now. The knowledge that you have is very connected to what your intuition is telling you. And your intuition is telling you that you have to move forward. Ten of Coins is your intuition is telling you that now you've reached a place of completion with this Ten of Coins energy showing here. You need to move forward. You've reached completion. The stage where you are at now is done and dusted. You can't move any further now wherever you are. So it's about moving forward now and taking control and not being afraid to do that, which is why, Taurus, the focus for you guys needs to be on change, the death energy. It needs to be on ending things that no longer serve you, cutting away from things that no longer serve you with the death card. What I'm going to do, Taurus, is I'm going to hone the camera down on the cards and I'm going to show you the actual layout, so just bear with me. Okay guys, so you should be able to, sorry the desk looks a little bit lopsided to me, but never mind anyway, you should be able to see the cards very well. So, you know, we've got the layout here of the cards and we want to reiterate on the reading. Alright, quickly go through this again. So you guys, Taurus, for the 1st to the 15th of April 2019, your focus really needs to be on ending a cycle now, death. So many cards within the tarot. Ending a cycle, world is one of those cards. A Fool when it's in the upright again, ending a cycle, starting something new, or just starting from scratch. You know, these types of cards mean ending of cycles, okay? Many of these cards in the tarot mean that, but definitely there's a certain absolute finality with that card, and I feel that the focus needs to be on transformation in your environment, transformation in the things that you do, transformation in your career. If you have reached a pinnacle and you have reached a place where you, you know, transformation in relationships, transformation, it's just transformation. The focus for the next 2 weeks, April 1st to April 15th, Taurus, needs to be on transformation. All right, because I think that for some of you guys, you've gone as far as you can go now. We can see here in the past, you guys came to a place. There was a higher ideal here. You came to a place of absolute maturity and understanding with this world energy showing here, Taurus. And that understanding is that there were now some very important choices with the Seven of Cups that you would need to make, or some of you guys came to an understanding that, you know, you'd lived in almost like a child's playground for a little while with the Seven of Cups, because the Seven of Cups can be a very passive energy as well. It's where you're just kind of daydreaming and thinking of the things. You're a fantasist with the Seven of Cups energy. You're thinking of the things that you could do. You're daydreaming about being this big I am, or this, that and the other, but you don't do anything about it sometimes with the Seven of Cups. So the universe is saying that some of you guys have come to a realization with the world energy here that, yeah, you've got choices to make, probably because you have been living in this kind of false paradise for so long. And really what needs to happen, sorry, that's the wrong way around, is that you take action. Four of Swords energy. You come out of this time of kind of just sitting and waiting and contemplation and dreaming about the dreams and the, you know, the paradise and what could be and what could happen, and you literally take action. So Four of Swords in the reverse on the dreams, and you guys realize as well that you've got these dreams here, that you need to literally go out there and take action on those things. You need to make your mark with the Four of Swords in the reverse. And I feel that the foundation of your knowledge, the world being the foundation of this, is that you say to yourself, right, so what I'm thinking as Taurus in the next 2 weeks, 1st to the 15th of April, is that I need to start building. Four of Wands is to build on this knowledge, because the foundation of the Four of Wands is the world energy. So I need to start building on this knowledge here. But, you know, I'm really, really afraid to do this with the Fool energy. I'm scared, and I don't know whether I'm ready to do it with the Fool energy showing here. Okay, because the reason that I'm not ready, the foundation of this, is that I've lived in kind of this paradise for so long, you know, and I'm really afraid. I'm really afraid here to take this leap of faith, to go beyond my borders, to go beyond the prison of dreams that I've kind of made for myself here, because it requires me, with this Queen of Wands, literally to go out there and take the reins on my own. So you might be working for a company where you've been underneath the radar, but you might have a talent for singing, for example, Taurus, and it might be I can't go out there and go and apply to, you know, American Idol, or go and apply to, you know, one of the English shows or something, you know, The Voice or something like that, because, you know, I've dreamt it, but I never did it. But the universe is saying, well, it's time to, you know, in the past you knew it was time to take action on this, Taurus, and the foundation of the building here with the Four of Wands is the world energy. So you're building the knowledge here. Well, I'm afraid to kind of build and act on that knowledge, and I'm afraid with the Fool energy to really, with the Four of Wands energy, kind of socialize and talk to others about the knowledge that I am very, you know, aware of right now in terms of what I need to do, because I'm scared. I'm not ready, full reverse, to go out there and kind of shine my light and show people who I am. I'm not ready to kind of put myself out there with the Queen of Wands showing here, where everybody knows me and everybody. I'm scared to do it. I'm afraid. I've got no confidence to do that. But the universe is saying the advice for the week really is just to, with this Knight of Wands energy, allow your intuition with the High Priestess energy, and allow that knowledge that you have coming from the world, because the world, the knowledge that you have is very much connected with the High Priestess. The intuition here, the deep feeling that you have is very connected with the knowledge that you hold. You need to allow that intuition and that knowledge with these two cards here to drive you forward and to drive that passion forward. And because the knowledge is, I've been in the Fool's Paradise for far too long. You know, it's not really going to get me anywhere. This is the mirage that I'm living in. This is the desert that I'm sitting on, where I'm looking ahead because I'm really thirsty and I'm thinking there's a waterfall and there's nothing. You know, but you continuously want to stay in there despite being thirsty, you know. But you've been thirsty enough to say, actually, I better take some fucking action on this and go and get some proper water, you know. But some of you guys are too afraid to go out there and grab it, because the Queen of Wands would go out there and freaking grab it. She's not afraid, but you're too afraid to do it because you're so used to this paradise that you've been in, the paradise of the mind, the fantasy, the illusion. You're so used to staying in the illusion rather than taking the action. So you say, I'm too afraid to take the action because it means I'm literally going to have to step out into reality and show people who I am. But your intuition, the universe is saying, the advice is let your intuition with the High Priestess guide you, because the Knight of Wands is also a guidance card. So allow your intuition to guide you, because I feel with the Ten of Coins energy, where you are right now, this has come to a period of completion here. All right, this Ten of Coins energy, so let your intuition guide you in terms of trying to accumulate as well. I feel with the Ten of Coins, the most success with this Ten of Coins energy showing here in trying to build this solid foundation as well, which is connected to the Four of Wands, this new adventure that you're on, this new project that you're looking at with the Four of Wands, the development of this new idea, the development of this new project, the building of this foundation is very much connected with building foundations here with the Ten of Coins energy as well. Okay, and you need to allow your intuition to guide you, or at least somebody who has the knowledge and the information which the High Priestess has to guide you, somebody who is very action orientated, because the High Priestess is very much connected 1, 2, 3, 4 to the Four of Swords. So this High Priestess holds knowledge, so this could be kind of like an expert that you're speaking to about this. Okay, this person's connected to the Four of Swords in the reverse. They're very action orientated, very action orientated. Okay, they're actually able to get people out there. They're able to get you in front of people, that type of thing, whether it's for work or whether it's for a vocation or getting yourself out there as an actor or an actress or, you know, a singer or whatever it is. There's something you're afraid to do here, I feel, Taurus, but the universe is saying, well, if you can't do it yourself as well, yes, let your intuition drive you, but you could also allow the High Priestess to push you forward as well with the Knight of Wands. Okay, showing here, you could use somebody who's an expert, who's got expert knowledge with the High Priestess energy, who's very much connected to being a go-getter, and who's somebody who's very proactive with the Four of Swords in the reverse here. Okay, somebody who could 1, 2, 3, 4 introduce you to others socially as well with the Four of Wands energy. Okay, showing up here, somebody maybe who could introduce you, maybe this is something to do with a permanent job with the Ten of Coins, whatever it is, but the focus for the month needs to be on endings. All right, you need to be focusing on ending something that is no longer serving you. So whether the ending is simply off the fear, you need to focus on ending that fear, because it's the fear that's holding you back, and the fear is in the Fool. The Fool is the central card around all of this. And what's holding you back? You feel that you're not ready. Well, what are you not ready for? It's all of this stuff around you. Okay? It's the ending of the cycle of the world as well, where your dreams, you're taking action, Four of Swords reversed on those dreams. That's what you're afraid to do. It's going out there, attracting attention from, you know, people who are in authority, people who are influential with the Ten of Coins energy. Ten of Coins people are influential people in particular markets, for example. The Four of Wands is a market. So people who are influential in a particular market showing here. A worldwide market, for example. Okay, with the Four of Wands energy. Because the Four of Wands is a community of people as well. So, and the Ten of Coins is like an influential community of people here. World energy who have absolute dominion in a particular way. You know, and you need to kind of, you're afraid to go and do all that. But you need to, the solution is allow your intuition to guide you forward. Okay, when dealing with people in these markets, okay? There's no time to be, I mean, it's obvious that you want to do something, but you're allowing the fears to hold you back. You're allowing the fears to hold you back, okay? I'm just going to ask why you're allowing those fears to hold you back. We'll try and get a, let's have a look. We'll get a Lenormand. I'm going to ask why you're allowing your fears to hold you back, because you're clearly doing it with the Fool in the reverse. You feel it's not the right time, or you don't want to take the leap of faith. Why is Taurus allowing their fears to hold them back? Why is Taurus allowing their fears to hold them back in 2 cards? So dog, the dog shows up. So the dog is friend. Okay, this is loyalty. Okay, some of you guys are loyal to a man, for example. Some of you guys are loyal to a man. All right, and you've got the male card here. The man card, this is a male friend. Some of you guys, it might be a boyfriend, it might be a partner. That's why you don't want to go for it. Maybe you've just dreamed of doing stuff here because you're in a relationship. The dog and the man is a friendship, you know, is a male friend or a partner or somebody who means a lot to you showing up here. All right. It might be a male friend or a male partner nitpicking at you. We've got a card called the chicken. This is actually the bird's conversations, but you've got 3 different types of conversation cards. You've got the chicken, the owls. The owls is the wise conversation. The birds is just the nice conversation, and this is kind of like lots of kind of like nervous chatter and nitpicking, and sometimes this is a little bit of clucking and arguing and, you know, little kind of conflictive energy going on communication wise. So it might be that you're afraid to go for this because this is to do with a partner, for example, the man and the dog here, a male friend or somebody who you're very loyal to. It might be that you're the dog, you're loyal to a man here. Maybe you're afraid that this male friend or this partner or this husband, whoever, or long-term boyfriend here is going to start nitpicking at you with the chicken. I'm not saying it's for all of you Taurians, but you may be afraid of somebody around you in your life who is nitpicking, okay, in this situation showing up, okay. You might be afraid of that. It's also, what strikes me is the axe and the chicken, cutting the head of the chicken. I don't know what significance. Does anybody know what the chicken means, like, spiritually? Can you tell me? I'm not sure, but it's almost like there's a dog, there's a man here, you're loyal to a man, but that man, if you say that you want to do something, he's going to cut the head of the chicken, for example. It's almost like the chicken and the egg, what came first sort of thing, you know? It's almost like the beginning of life. He's going to cut your dreams in half, or he's going to cut the ability for you to kind of do this thing, for example. Fly free, whatever it is. I don't even know whether chickens fly. I don't think they do they? I'm not sure. Sorry, I sound really thick, but there you go. But there's somebody here, I think, that you're afraid of upsetting. Not all of you. I just think for some of you, you might be afraid of upsetting someone because you want to do something here. But it's time to go and do it. Allow your intuition to guide you. What feels right to you. Okay, because your intuition is connected to the world as well. So it's not only just connected with your higher knowledge, it's also connected with there being, your intuition is telling you that there's an ending of a phase. So intuition 1, 2, 3, 4 is connecting to the ending of a phase, and intuition 1, 2, 3, 4, your intuition says, well, this is the end of phase and you now need to take action. So High Priestess 1, 2, 3, 4 connecting to world, end of phase connecting to Four of Swords, reversed, and starting to take action. Time to come out of a time of isolation and self-enforced, comfort with the Four of Swords reverse. It's time now to start kind of coming out of that. It's time to kind of go and live those dreams and go and explore them. All right, let's have a quick look at, let's get this here. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the 5-card reading, see if there's anything else, because sometimes these other readings don't resonate with some people, so we like to see if there's anything else kind of coming in with the other cards. So let's have a look. In 5 cards universe, any other information for Taurus? 5 cards for the week. Sorry about this thing. It's just got fluff on it. They're always getting fluff on these things. So 5 cards universe, please. Can you give me 5 cards? Any other information you want to know, let Taurus know for the 1st to the 15th of April. Any other information coming in, show me. Let's have a look. So you've got, oh, right, 6 of Cups in the reverse. Some of you guys really are living in the past. 6 of Cups in the reverse. You've got your rose-tinted glasses on. You're not living in the future. You're definitely living in the past. Let's have a look here. Is that right? Have you got all of these reversals? Oh, it's 2 reversals. 6 of Coins energy. I feel that living in the past isn't going to give you anything with this 6 of Coins in the reverse. You're not going to receive anything by living in the past. You're not going to get anything out of life by living in the past. By keeping things the same with the 6 of Cups in the reverse, you're not going to get anything with the 6 of Pentacles. So I feel that that's the advice through the cards over the next 2 weeks. All right, you need to have the strength with the Sun energy, with the strength of Leo. You need to have the strength, Taurus, okay? The High Priestess, and that shows up again, but this time it's all about opening up the book. You need to have the strength to kind of open up and be honest about how you feel with that High Priestess energy. You've got the Four of Swords energy showing up here as well, which is interesting because the Four of Swords energy is all about your, withdrawing and taking a step back and reviewing a situation. All right, healing as well. But I feel that this is saying that you need to have the strength to open up. Because if you look at this High Priestess, sometimes you don't need to read the reversal. The reversal is being honest and telling somebody how you feel. But she's got the book open, it's not closed, so she's not hiding anything. You need to have the strength to open up. Strength to open up here. Probably to somebody, the Beaver. The Beaver. Maybe there's somebody here who wants to kind of, he's scurrying things away. Beavers tend to beaver things away for the winter. So this person wants to kind of batten down the hatches. Maybe just keep things the same with the Four of Swords. This person doesn't want to move. So it might be saying here, look, if you live in the past and keep things the same, you're not going to get anything. In the first 2 weeks of April, the universe wants you to know that if you carry on the way that you're going with that 6 of Cups in the reverse, you're not going to achieve anything with the 6 of Coins reverse. So you need to have some strength here. You need to have the strength to tell, to open up truthfully with this High Priestess, and to tell this Beaver, whoever this individual is that wants to keep things away, that wants to scurry things away, who's afraid, who's fearful, who just wants to keep the status quo with the Four of Swords, that it's time that you want to change. Okay, that's what you need to tell this person, energy. Tell this person, okay. I feel that this person here is, Taurus. I feel that if you kind of tell this person, if you relay this to this person, it might be that you start to feel afraid that this person will not want you, or this person's going to leave, or you're going to get upset, or you're afraid of losing this individual. But I feel that what you're going to gain more than anything is a great deal of self-awareness in terms of who you are. We just put down the other cards. I just felt like drawing some more cards. We'll just put down 5 more. So this is the person probably here, Taurus, the King of Swords. could be and this person tends to like things his or her own way. That's what they tend to like. But I feel that, you know, with this King of Swords, you really need to kind of, with the Eight of Wands energy, I think that you need to be very forceful with this person. And I feel that you need to elaborate with the Eight of Wands energy. You need to have the strength to elaborate with the Eight of Wands to tell this person, you know, what you want. And yes, you might be afraid with the Five of Cups that this person is not going to be very happy. Maybe that you're going to lose the person, or you're going to lose the relationship. But I feel that what you'll gain is a great deal of insight with the Moon energy into who you are. And I feel that you'll gain with this Nine of Coins energy a great deal of insight into your own strength showing up here, your own strength as a formidable and as an independent individual with the Nine of Coins energy. Because some of you guys never thought about yourself as being independent before. You just wanted to keep things the same, like with the other reading. You wanted to keep everything the same. You didn't want change because you didn't think that somebody else wanted change. But some of you guys, you might even be middle-aged. Some of you guys, Nine of Coins shows a middle-aged man or woman. You know, and it's the same old run-of-the-mill routine sometimes with this card. But you need to, you will genuinely, Taurus, begin to see what your own power is. All right, let's quickly do this again. It's a 10-carder now, okay? I do feel that the energy, further energy coming in is saying if you live in the past, if you keep things the same, the Six of Coins, Six of Cups in the reverse, you'll get nothing back. Six of Pentacles, all right? Because the universe doesn't reward, you know, non-movement. And the Six of Cups in the reverse means we haven't moved. We haven't advanced. We've just done things how we've always done them. And the universe doesn't reward that type of behavior, okay? So you need to have the strength to completely and honestly reveal your feelings to somebody here, this Beaver, this Four of Swords individual, probably the King of Swords, who really wants to keep things the same. I feel that this person, you need to kind of have the strength to communicate quite forcefully what you want from this individual. Now, you may be afraid that you're going to upset this individual. Maybe you're afraid that this person is going to leave. But you know what? What you will begin to realise with the Eight of Coins, and what you will begin to understand, and what you will gain with the Nine of Coins energy showing here, and what you will see the results of as a result of that strength to tell this person what you truly feel, is that you will gain a great sense of insight. And that insight is that you are a strong individual. Nine of Coins, you are a very strong individual, okay? You have the strength to tell someone how you truly feel. You have the strength to tell someone here that you do want change. You're sick of keeping things the same, all right? So that's the other energies that I'm seeing coming in here. Also, let's have a look if there's any other energies we can see in the cards. I feel that Six of Coins, you might have been waiting for a payment to come through. It might be with the Nine of Coins showing here that does come through as well. So you might be getting money coming through as well over the next 2 weeks. If you've been waiting for money to come through, you might be worried about money coming through, coming here. But it's saying next door to you, there's money coming through here, okay? Some information about money coming through. What else? And we've got the High Priestess. That's a revelation card, so revealing maybe some money coming through to you guys showing here, okay? You need to hold out, okay? Just keep holding on and money will come through for some of you guys. And there's news coming in. Eight of Wands is news about money coming through as well. If you've been waiting, things are about to take off with the Eight of Wands energy. There's movement. If you've been waiting for a check, there's movement showing here. Could be from a King of Swords, could be a lawyer, somebody legal, or somebody who just works for the government or that type of thing showing up here, all right? Definitely some of you guys worrying about money showing up here as well. Lack of it, not getting that money. I'm seeing it strongly, you guys, but I'm seeing changes coming in with the Eight of Wands. Some of you guys might have to contact somebody again, though, because the Eight of Wands is contact. So some of you guys might have to send a message to an individual again, all right, showing up here about non-payment. Some of you guys might be worried because you're a single parent, all right? So you need to, if you've not had the check through the post, I don't know whether it's child support, whatever it is, might be that you need to recontact this individual for some of you guys as well, because you're worried about probably being a single parent here and having to do everything on your own. You also need to, you're going to have to uncover or show some evidence maybe to this individual here who's taking their time as well. Potentially, maybe you need to show them that the child needs shoes or whatever the case might be here, okay? I feel that you need to dig deep as well this month, because in the next 2 weeks, because you've got High Priestess and the Moon. And though the High Priestess is digging deeper to gain knowledge, she's digging even deeper with the Moon energy to bring something out. Okay, some of you guys might be seeking guidance, Moon energy, from a High Priestess, somebody who has a great deal of knowledge showing up here, especially maybe in financial situations, because the basis of her knowledge is financial, with the Nine of Coins energy showing here. Something that you've probably been worried about as well showing up here. Okay, some of you guys are going to have the strength to reveal something here. All right, reveal something here, I feel. Could be to a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or it might be you need to have the strength to reveal something that you've been hiding or beavering away with the Four of Swords. Okay, showing up here. Okay, especially if it's to do with something to do with the law or something legal. Okay, let's have a quick look at the final 3 cards through the tea leaf cards, my darlings, as well. Let's have a quick look, Taurus, through the tea leaves. I'm doing a bit of a longer reading for you guys because last Monday's reading was really rushed and I didn't like doing it like that. In 3 cards, any other advice for Taurus? 1st to the 15th of April, show me in 3. Okay, so 3 cards here. Purse, pay attention to your finances, was showing up in the last reading. The archway, there are new opportunities and possibilities opening up to you, and there's a handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important as well. All right, and finally, we're just going to get your spiritual advice for the next sort of 2 weeks, 1st to the 15th of April 2019. What is the spiritual advice you have for Taurus? What is the spiritual advice that you have for Taurus in 1 card? Harness your mystic power, the High Priestess shows again. There you go. Tap into that intuition, guys. It's showing up again on this card. Harness your mystic power. You know exactly what to do. If your intuition is telling you to do something, then pay a great deal of attention to that. Trust it. Trust your power. Okay, we're not just human, okay, we also have a sixth sense as well. We have powers beyond being human, and one of our greatest powers is our intuition, and the need to harness our intuition and tap into that. It's one of the greatest tools that you can ever harness and tap into. Your intuition serves you when it says on a dark night, don't go down that alley, or if you're driving it says don't go down that road, because it knows what lies ahead. Intuition is just the voice of God in your ear, so harness that. Okay, you have the power to do that. So if your intuition's probably going to be quite strong for you guys over the next 2 weeks, pay attention to it, because it's probably going to serve you well. Alright, that is your reading, my darlings. If you'd like to order a personal reading with me, just click on the eye above. It will take you straight through. It's on the left or right. It will show a link and it will take you through to my website. You can order a reading there. I'd like to say thanks ever so much for joining me, and I love you loads. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.